Hey, what's up, guys? Tuki here, back again. This is episode 3 of Draft to Glory, my new franchise mode series here on NHL 17. And in this episode, we sim through our second season with the Washington Capitals. Of course, the previous episode, we went through our first off-season, and the team is still looking rough. It is, of course, going to take a while for us to turn into anything resembling a half-decent playoff team. We're arguably better on paper this year. You know, I did end up signing some higher overall guys, if you can count, you know, anywhere between a 67 and a 69 overall as higher overall players. But still, we are in for a rough season. The question is, can we win more than one game? If so, will we be able to do it before the last day of the season? Can we get more than 3 points overall? You will notice, though, we did beat the Philadelphia Flyers in a preseason game in the shootout. So I have some hope. Let's see what we can do. Now, again, the purpose of this series, no major free agent signings, and in the last episode we didn't do that. We won't be making any trades as well, so that's the great thing about this series, is early on here, we're just going to be able to breeze through the sims of these seasons. With my normal series, normally we'll have 2 to 3 episodes that cover just one season. We won a game! Holy shit, we beat Vancouver! Suck it, Vancouver! You go tell X-Tech right now. You go tell him that his team just lost to this abomination that I call a hockey team. You go tell him. That's right. I got one up on you there. As John Nuts goes down to injury. It's probably Nuts or something like that. I have no fucking idea. No, I'm never saying it like that again. But yeah, we got the win. We'll call up Nantel. And we will actually pay attention to the lines somewhat. Like, for example here, I am going to have to go best lines. And at the very least, we are just going to bump Owen Lane and Mads Eller up, and we'll bump up a Mama as well. From there, though, I couldn't care less. We'll also bump up Rumble, our captain, to the top pairing. Goaltender's Marmanland is still in, and he has close to a 900 save percentage, which is better than what any of our players did last year. So I'm cool with that. And we've already won a game this season. But as I was saying, trades, not planning on making any. And there has still, there was debate, obviously, with the first episode. There will continue to be debate as to whether or not I should be allowed to trade for at least a couple of more minor picks. And yeah, while that would be nice, and we would at least get players into the lineup that we can call our own, as opposed to the random free agent signings that we will consistently have through our first few seasons, I kind of like those random signings. We ended up with some interesting players that are terrible. They are terrible. Make no mistake about that. Nuts, you can sit out of the lineup. I don't give a shit about you. I don't care. But we ended up with some decently named players. At least I got a couple of laughs out of it. So, hey, it is what it is. The purpose of this series was for it to be challenging. It was for it to take some time, and even trading for like an extra 7th round pick or something as high as like a 4th or a 3rd, I'm just not feeling it. Let's just grind it out. Suck it up for these first few seasons and see if through the draft process we can turn this team into a winner. Now, the caliber of players I'm allowed to sign, can still be debated. I mean, so far this season, we have matched our total from last year. We are currently on 3 points. But if I continue to sign players who are, 70 overall and lower, we are consistently going to end up with a top pick. Arguably the number 1 overall pick. But then again, you do have to factor in the draft lottery. So we might get screwed by the draft lottery. We could finish with 70 less points than the 29th place team, but we still might not get the number 1 overall pick. So that's kind of the wild card with it, is yes, I could sign some players. We beat the Rangers. That's 2 wins, and we've already improved on our total. Nolan Patrick, you legend. You've done it. You've earned us 1 more win this year than last year. So I don't know. It's like, do I want to make the team better, or do I just want to, have them be terrible, and fingers crossed we don't get screwed by the lottery process? That is the question. But for now, we're going to approach this season just like we did last season, in just going through it, hoping for the best, not making any trades, not making any decent signings, which of course all of our signings were handled in the previous offseason. So we're good to go. Holy hell, we just beat the Bruins. We have 3 wins this year. All right, maybe don't go shit-talking X-Tech because the Bruins just lost 2. So maybe hold off on that. Just maybe hold off on that. I'm definitely not going to edit that part out. No, not at all. Not at all. God fucking damn it. Of course the Bruins lost to them too. Damn it. Oh, it's awful. That is awful. Just like our team, and just like the Hershey Bears, who have only won 3 games. Oh, this franchise. This franchise is going to be interesting. Danny Paille went down to injury, so I will actually take the time. We'll go best lines from this menu. And I want to take a look at some key players here, which is essentially a mama who has 6 points and is a minus 34. Mads Eller, 10 goals, 1 assist. He's a minus 42. Oh, Nolan. Nolan, I'm so sorry, buddy. He has 26 points, but he's a minus 41. And then Owen Lane. Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Defensively, Zanetti, although I don't care too much about him. Let's get Rumble up there. So, Zanetti, Rumble, yikes. Oh, Moroza, our rookie Russian defenseman. Actually, we have a pair of Russian defensemen on that second pairing. Go figure, that's why it's called a pair. Duh. And Plouffe, surprisingly, is only a minus 34. I thought he'd be about a minus 90 at this point. Marmeland has an 877. Ottinger with a 848. Damn. That is rough. Let's keep going. We'll keep the sim going. We're almost to the new year at this point already. Can we hit 5 wins on the season? That's our target number right now. 5 wins. If we can at least improve year on year, I will be happy. Can we hit 5 wins this season? That is the goal. Will the Hershey Bears hit 5 wins this season? They are struggling much, much more than they were last year. Not like last year they were close to having any level of success. But only 3 wins this year for both teams so far. That's rough for sure. That is rough. But let's see here. Can we get win number 4? Maybe? Please? No. All right. Florida, you know you want to lose to us again. You know you do. Please. Or a 6-1 loss. All right. That works too. We will continue to scout out the OHL. Going to need to absolutely make sure that we pick up some decent players this year as well. We just lost 14-0 to Carolina. Less than a week after they only beat us 6-3. So I'd say they wanted revenge. They were embarrassed that they gave up 3 goals to us. Offensively, our output's looking better. We're not getting shut out every game. We did just get shut out against Buffalo, though, because I opened my mouth. What's wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Every time you're like, hey, it's not so bad. EA is like, oh, really? Well, you can take that glass half full approach and you can shove it. Damn. All right. We are through the All-Star break. Into February. We have 3 wins on the season. We haven't won in quite a while. I have a feeling that trend's going to continue. It is nice, though, the auto-rotate goalies, I will admit. We just beat Edmonton. Beautiful. That's 4 wins. We are 1 away from hitting our goal. Auto-rotate goalies, I imagine Ottinger had a few more games played simply because Marmelin's probably getting pulled every other game just because he's letting up so many goals. So they're probably, just, it's like, oh, okay, halfway through the second period, put the other goalie in. Just, why not? Give the other guy a chance. As John Dahlstrom goes down to injury. We'll have to edit that again. Then I'll put Paille back into the lineup. But again, I want to make sure Owen Lane's on the top line. And he's actually jumped to a 67. And he's on the top line on his own. Fantastic. Mads Eller is a minus 76. Owen Lane, I'm so sorry. Minus 75. Holy shit. I'm so sorry. I'm ruining your career before it even gets started. You know what? Let's just go best lines. Whatever the game suggests. Owen and Nolan. I'm so sorry. Owen Nolan even. I apologize to Owen Nolan, the real person, too. Not that Owen Lane and Nolan Patrick aren't real people. You get my point. Oh my god, I'm minus 75. Damn. He'll never recover. Even if we turn this team into a winner, he'll never recover. From the first few seasons worth of damage to his plus-minus, he'll never finish with a positive plus-minus for his career. It's over. It's sunk. That's gone. That is gone. We are approaching the trade deadline. We're not doing a damn thing. Hershey on 6 wins, though. On 6 wins. We have lost 3 games in overtime as well. So that's good. Let's go best lines. Hopefully it doesn't take anybody out of the lineup that we would have wanted in there. We just lost 2 straight games by the combined score of 21-1. Holy hell. Holy hell. Again, you could argue, 70 overall players. You could even argue 75 as a player cap, and we'd still finish dead last in the league. We would still finish dead last in the league, even if I was allowed to sign as many players as I wanted that are up to a 75 overall. If we were to sign all the veterans that are available, so we didn't have to worry about potentials, we would still be absolute garbage. No doubt about that. Goddamn. 462-3 on the season. We are running out of time to get that 5th win. We are rapidly running out of time. Come on, we can do this. 1 more win. That's all it takes. 1 more win to hit our goal. We've already obliterated our point total from last year, relatively at least, due to the 3 overtime losses. Come on, guys. 1 more win. The season is coming to a close. Can we get 1 more win, please? Philly, you know you want to lose. Philly, please. Please lose. Damn it. 8-1. We got 5 games left. Can we get the win? 8-0 loss to Columbus. We play the Devils. What's it going to be? 7-2 loss. Islanders, please lose. Damn it. We got a pity point out of it. Playing the Bruins again. Please. There's a pause. 4-1 loss. And then the last game of the year against the Flyers is going to be a loss this time, isn't it? It's going to be a loss. No repeat magic. Damn it. We're going to have to wait, too. Going to have to wait. We got to scout the queue again for 4 more weeks. Show me the loss. There it is. So we didn't hit our target goal. We finished with a record of 474-4. Well, there's a lot of 4s in there. At least Hershey with 11 wins. So that's cool. Finishing last in the conference. You don't say. You don't say, game. You don't say that we were absolutely terrible. Who would have thunk? Who would have thought that we'd be absolute garbage? Let's take a look at the stats for this season, shall we? Damn. Let's take a look. We will go league-wide for the hell of it. Let's take a look here. So we finished with 12 points. 12 points. We quadrupled our point total from last season. That is an accomplishment. We also scored 121 goals. I am so proud of this team. So proud. Goals against, also down. Well, goals for was up, goals against down, I do believe. 464 goals. Oh yeah, the goals against average dropped by nearly a goal a game. How do you like that? Power play percentage, 11%. PK percentage, 71%. We won 2 games at home, 2 games on the road and finished the season 0-9-1 in our last 10 games. Damn. Nolan Patrick, though, the bright spot. 52 points in his rookie campaign as a minus 107. Damn. Nantel finished with 36 points, 26 for Paille, 25 for Ranger, 25 for Owen Lane. Not too bad. Mads Eller only 15 this year. Marc-Andre Zanetti with 13. Moroza, 13, but he was a minus 130. Amama with 12. Rumble with 11 points. Manulin with 9. Plouffe, only a minus 90 for the guy who started off as a 53 overall at 18 years old. Damn, man, that's crazy. Goaltenders, Marminland, 66 games. He's up to a 71 overall. And actually, that's a fair balance. That's a really fair balance. I'm impressed by the auto-rotate there. He finished with an 873. Ottinger finished with a lovely 847 in his 35 appearances. Let's go take a look league-wide here. The wins leader was Carey Price for the Dallas Stars. We'll take a look at the rookie race. We might have a chance at a Calder. You never know. Maybe not. It'll probably go to Jeremy Bracco. But personally, I think Nolan Patrick, for finishing with over 50 points, deserves it. So let's hope the game sides with me on that one. Rookie goalies, Marminland played 66 games, but for some reason, I just have the suspicion that he's not going to win. He's not going to win the Calder. Just a thought. Steven Stamkos finished with 110 points as you get a look at the scoring race. The best plus-minus in the league was a plus 51 for Zach Werenski. The worst was a minus 130 for Alexei Moroza. Ouch. That's our entire team right there. That is our entire team. That is fantastic. Let's go ahead and sim the playoffs. We'll take a look at the awards. That'll do it for Season 2. And I'm unsure of if I'll do the draft in this video. Maybe. I might, or I might save it for the next episode. We'll see. We shall see. I don't necessarily have a set, plan for this video. It was to, at the very least, sim the season. I knew we wouldn't make the playoffs. I was hoping we'd win 5 games, and we couldn't even do that. So, when I said baby steps at the start of the episode, I mean, yeah, that's an understatement, I would say. An absolute understatement. But we'll see who takes home the cup this year. We'll take a look at the player awards. Hopefully I don't miss somebody like I did last year for the Hershey Bears. But who knows? Maybe Moroza will win the Masterton for perseverance. Because to not just quit hockey halfway through the season with a minus 130 plus minus takes a whole lot of perseverance. He has perseverance in spades. For the fact that he is still playing the game in general and just hasn't moved to the mountains never to be seen again. But will we crown a cup winner early here in May? I'm going to guess so with this pause. Who's it going to be? St. Louis Blues and the Iowa Wild take home some hardware. All right, let's go recap how the West was won and how the Cup was won for the St. Louis Blues. We'll take a look at their player stats, take a look at the bracket, the award, and we will... I still don't know if I want to do the draft this episode, but Nikolai Ehlers, Marian Hossa, Brent Burns, actually here, let me sort by forwards first. And they have a decent team. And it's a pretty well-rounded team, so I guess I'm not all that surprised. Kirby Reichel, it is surprising at a 78 overall to see him in that lineup, but their defense is pretty solid. That is a pretty good team. The goaltender, Henrik Lundqvist. So there you go. He has a cup. Malcolm Subban was the backup. King Henrik has his cup with the St. Louis Blues. A quick look at the bracket for you. I'm not going to bother reading all that off. Let's take a look at the awards for this season. The Art Ross went to Stamkos, so did the Hart. The Norris goes to Erik Karlsson. The Lady Byng to Zuccarello. Jeremy Bracco did take home the Calder. The Conn Smythe to King Henrik. The Vezina to Price. The Jennings to Price. And there we go. We're guaranteed, at the very least, to win the Masterton every year because it's a miracle that none of these guys have killed themselves out of shame. Marc-Andre Zanetti wins the Masterton. Follows up Chris Rumble. That is hilarious. The Selke goes to Bergeron, the Lindsay to Stamkos, and the Rocket Richard to Tarasenko. Of course, down in the AHL, the Calder Cup went to the Iowa Wild. Brendan Leipsic taking home some hardware. Anas also taking home some hardware. Derek Pouliot, Gustafsson. I think that's Johan Gustafsson, I do believe. John Gillies, Matthew Barzal, Bill Thomas, I do believe, and Anton Bibeau. So no hardware for us this year. It was this trophy that we won last year. It was Kukkonen that took home that bit of hardware for us. But yeah, interesting stuff. And you know what? Screw it. We're doing the draft. We're doing the draft in the next episode. I'll let you guys decide how we want to approach free agency. Because again, well, actually, it'd be interesting here, first and foremost, to see if we get screwed over by the lottery. That'll be the interesting thing. And then heading into the next offseason, do we want to say, treat the offseason like I did the last one? And we actually did get screwed. We lost the lottery. So there you go. It only took 2 seasons, and we lost the lottery. We fall down to the 3rd overall pick. That is awful. Oh my God. Wow. So there you go. We fall to the 3rd overall pick. Jared Nightingale retires. Again, do we want to say I can sign up to 70 overall players? Do up to 75 overall players as long as they don't have any potential? Or do I just still look for the worst of the worst and just kind of pick people based off of how funny their name is? Let me know what you think. Now that we've simmed through 2 seasons, you've seen that we are going to be absolutely terrible as we expected. Let me know what you think. The thing about this series is there's still a lot of room to figure out how we want things to go. But we are going to do this draft. We aren't going to make any trades. Let's see who we missed out on. We missed out on Joe Veleno, medium elite. All right. And the other one, we missed out on Rasmus Dahlin. Joe Veleno and Rasmus Dahlin. We missed out on both of them because of the lottery. Damn. All right. Well, who else is available inside the top 5? All right. So we have Jared McIsaac. We have Benoit Guru. And again, custom roster. So you're going to see some prospects in this list that aren't in your game because they're not or haven't been added by EA yet. We also have Andrei Svechnikov. Now, the problem is we do have Svechnikov and Guru in Rebuilding Hockeytown. McIsaac we don't have, but knowing what I've seen from Rebuilding Hockeytown, McIsaac doesn't really turn into anything. At least not quickly. Damn. Hughes, Adina, Bodie Wild, Brady Tkachuk, Nando Eggenberger. All right. Okay. Well, we have Svechnikov, Andrei Svechnikov, Benoit Guru, or Jared McIsaac. And I think I'm going to go with Benoit Guru and have him as a 1-2 with Nolan Patrick at center. Or do we pick Andrei Svechnikov and carve out our top line with Patrick, Lane, and Svechnikov? That's it. I could play Benoit Guru on the top line as well. Damn, man. Damn. I don't know who to pick out of the two of them. We can't really go wrong with either pick. We really can't. You know what? Let's go with... I don't know, man. I don't know. Andrei Svechnikov. Let's take him. Andrei Svechnikov is our guy. Benoit Giroux goes next. He was actually only high top 6. That was probably a good decision. I don't know. According to this game, high top 6 or high top 6 can be more valuable than medium elite. So it is tough to say. It is tough to say. We will recap the first round, though, here once we get to our next pick. I can't believe we lost a lottery already. Now, of course, we do still go back to the number 1 overall pick. It reseeds after the first round. So that's good. And very, very fortunate for us. That is for sure. And already we are at the point where, yeah, some of the potentials are nice, but it's all generated players. You're not going to see any familiar names. So who do we have here? First to second round. First to second round, which is probably where I'm looking here. Again, I don't have much help from the game, and all these guys, of course, are from overseas. But even somebody like Sutter, where we scouted that area, we scouted WHL forwards for what, 4 to 6 weeks, and time scouted 0. So, the scouting system fails me again. So we have Sergei Nikulin, Ukrainian. We have Raymond Ruedel. Yeah, that's a hell of a Danish name. We have Kip Goring. All right, and then from there we fall to the second round players rather than first to second round. So Goring, because he's an offensive defenseman. We have Tuomo Rask, a playmaker. Luhi, an offensive defenseman. Tomas Josefsson, an offensive defenseman. Sergei Tursunbayev, Ukrainian. Another offensive defenseman is Sergei Sharov. And that's looking about it. We have a sniper, Martin Peltier. Anybody else? Another sniper in Lars Olas. And Leo Haller, a German, but you're a two-way forward, though, so maybe not. All right. So, offensive defenseman or one of the 2 playmakers. Offensive defenseman, one of the 2 playmakers, or one of the 2 snipers. That's the question. That is the question. Now, we took the offensive help, so maybe the right call here would be to go with Kip Goring, who played in Switzerland. And you know what? I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's take Kip Goring and hope for the best. Please be decent. Oh, God damn it. Oh, Kip, you really fucked me over on this one, pal. All right, well, let's see. Who did we pass up on? Ruedel was medium top 9. Low top 6. Josefsson was at least medium 6. Ah, damn it. Damn it. And there we go. That's our first big miss of the draft here. Who else did we pass up on? We knew about Josefsson. Peltier was low 9. Luhi. Anybody else? Anybody else? The pick might not be as bad as I thought, but still, Sharov wouldn't have been a bad pick. Tursunbayev wouldn't have been a bad pick. I mean, there's not that one person that's like, oh, medium top 6 that I really regret. But still, that's a bit of a swing and a miss. Now, we have 2 playmakers here, and this guy we have scouted out pretty well. Walter McIntyre. All right, we have Sergei Saprikin. Another offensive defenseman, Ruslan Moroza. Another Moroza, go figure. Maybe it's his brother, although it's not because he shows up as Ukrainian. We have Albert Battaglia as a sniper. And then from there it goes down to just the third round. Now, as far as scouted out players, we have to go with Walter McIntyre and just hope for the best. He's probably going to be low top 6, but still, yeah, let's go for it. Walter McIntyre. Low top 6, probably? Yeah, okay. All right, well, that's not awful. And in this series, we'll be able to put to the test as to whether or not low potentials are worth going after at all. A lot of you guys have told me, hey, I've had low potential guys that turn into great players. And while it's never happened for me, maybe this series will be different. Maybe this series will be different. I still can't believe we lost the draft lottery. I'm still a little bit hung up on that. But here we go. 4th round pick. Who's it going to be? So, we have a goalie. What is your name? Dylan Ferguson. He's actually a real guy, too. All right. Two-way forwards, defensive defenseman, maybe not. Konstantin Chernyuk. I have no idea. Nice, good set of stitches there, by the way. All right, who else do we have here? We have a butterfly goalie, Shannon Peltier. We have a sniper and Radek Martinek. All right, offensive defenseman Pascal Corbiel. I have no idea. Neil Nesbitt as a sniper, a playmaker, a Frenchman, Nicolas Motto. All right, no guaranteed picks. Caden Fulcher, who would probably be a half-decent pick here. Then from there, it's tough to say. I kind of want to avoid power forwards. Like, I'm looking for the more offensive style builds. So we could go with the goalie. Either goalie, really. Or we could go with Martinek, the sniper. Now, goaltending, of course, we have our two main guys. And I don't expect to let go of Alexander Belanger just because it's funny. So, I think we're going to have to go here with the offensive help. But is it Martinek or is it Motto? This is a tough choice, man. I have a feeling about Nicolas Motto, who played in Switzerland. I have a feeling as a generated guy, he's going to be pretty decent. But then we also have Radek Martinek, who also has that potential. I'm gonna go with my gut here, and I'm gonna take a chance on Nicolas Motto, the Frenchman. And we're gonna hope for the best. Shit. Well, that's a shame. And Ferguson. Ferguson was medium backup. Could have used him. Could have used a medium backup goalie. It's not the biggest concern, right? It's not the biggest concern. We have Marmelin, we have Ottinger. We're looking all right. But that's two picks now. While not terrible picks, it could have gone better. It absolutely could have gone better. Caden Fulcher was also medium backup, as I had a feeling. Martinek was low top 9. I'd much rather have low top 9 than what we ended up with. Damn it. Yeah, you can see that's two mistakes. Peltier, the goalie, was medium fringe. All right. Well, so far, I'd say it's safe to say we have 2 strikes. We need a hit on these last few picks here. So let's see. We have offensive defenseman Mac Hollowell, who is a real player, so his potential probably isn't great. We have Mike Boyes, the most stereotypical Swiss name you've ever heard in your life. We have Kyle Maximovich, who is also a real player. We have Vyacheslav Galiev as a goalie. Anybody else? Makar Tokarev. All right, damn, this is tough to say who we should go with. Jordan Mahar. Let me go all the way down here into the 5th round. Cole Carter. Yeah, slim pickings for this stage of the draft. I'm going to go with Mike Boyes. He has high league interest. Clearly a generated player. Let's go and hope that he's half decent, please. Low bottom 6. Oh, boy. Oh, this is as tough as I wanted it to be. It is living up to what I was hoping it would be. We have such a tough road ahead. A very, very tough road ahead. But here we go. Now our next pick, our penultimate pick here in the 6th round. Who do we have? We do have a guy with high league interest. Nicolas Manes, I'm guessing? Manes. I'm going to say Manes for now. We also have a playmaker, but you're a real player, so not ideal. Scroll all the way down before it switches to 7th round. So there's only one guy with the high league interest. Aside from that, I mean, a couple of goalies, but at this point I'm not concerned. We're gonna take Nicolas Manes, and we're gonna hope for the best. Can we please find a hidden gem here in the 6th round? That would be amazing. And medium AHL top 2 isn't bad for a 6th round pick. That's not too bad. So overall, not decent. 7th round pick, if we can get anybody with that exact potential, I would be happy. So we have Steenbergen, who is real, 20 years old, high AHL bottom 6, which, yikes. Anybody else with high league interest? Quite a few players, actually. All right, anybody else, though, that's projected to go in the 7th round? No, is the answer. But why do they have high league interest? Is the question. Max Gerlach is there. Anybody else? Davis Coach, I have no idea. Oh, again, it's just CHL players that just aren't going to make it. That's what we're stuck with here. That is what we are stuck with here. Damn. I might take this guy. No, he's real. Never mind. I don't know who to take, and to be honest, I shouldn't sweat it too much. It's a 7th round pick. It's a 7th round pick. So, all defensive D-men, huh? We have one playmaker in Dante Hanoun. Alright, we got a sniper. Are they all real players? That's my one problem at this point. That Connor Gutenberg? It is. We have all real players at this point, and that is a bit of a problem. He doesn't have a picture, and he has a picture. It didn't show his nation, but that is horrifically just cut out. That's weird. That's all I'm saying. Are you Stan Kaigorodov? Sergei Kaigorodov. If it was Stan Kaigorodov, I would take him. All right, I need to make a decision here. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? High league interest. I really wish I could use the triggers. Now, I know Hayduk doesn't have a picture, so he's a generated player. Is that who we're going to take? It's looking like it. I just want to see here, though. Who doesn't have a picture? Who has been generated by the game? Bowen? Nope. All right, so we're going to take Hayduk. We're going to take Vaclav Hayduk. All right. Are you half decent, maybe? Please. And there we go. We got the same overall, or the same potential that I was hoping for. And that does it for our second draft with the Washington Capitals. We lose the lottery. We end up with Andrei Svechnikov. We swing and miss on a couple of picks. I'm a lot less optimistic coming out of this draft than I was the previous draft, although, of course, that is bound to happen when you end up losing the lottery after winning only 4 games in the previous season. Now, very quickly, as we wrap up this episode, because again, I want to hear from you guys about what we should do before heading in to the next off season, as far as what we should do with signing players. But unsigned players. We have our guys here, because we didn't take any goalies this year. Hayduk's a 69 overall, so he'll get right into the main team. Svechnikov's a 68. Goring is a 65, as is McIntyre and Motto. Manez is at a 64, and Boys at a 62. So we will be adding these 7 guys to the NHL lineup next year, which is good, That's not too bad. Couple of defensemen, couple of forwards. Not too shabby. But it's what we do with the rest of the team, most of whom, of course, were signed to 1-year deals in case of this situation, in case we decide, maybe it's best to sign some better players. If not, quite a few of these guys will be let go. Quite a few of them will be brought back. Probably our captain, Chris Rumble, for the hell of it. What's his career plus minus? Oh, my God. Oh, my God, those numbers. Woo. He has had it rough, hasn't he? Damn. But he'd probably be brought back among some other guys, including another trophy recipient in Mark Zanetti. But yeah, like I said, I want to hear from you guys before we progress. So for now, that will do it for this episode. The Washington Capitals are still garbage, but we are laying the groundwork, mainly thanks to Nolan Patrick. We are laying the groundwork for what will hopefully be at least a playoff team at some point in the next decade. Guys, if you have enjoyed this episode, of course, make sure to hit that like button to help support the channel, help support this series. Subscribe if you haven't already. to continue following this series, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Draft to Glory.